welcome to Channel Awesome's Orbit Report, your source for everything happening around the world in pop culture and entertainment news. I'm Heather Roos.
And I'm Aiyanna Wade.
And this is your news for Monday, January 8th.
First up this week, we officially have our Sabrina cast.
Hooray!
Now that Netflix has picked it up and not CW, Sabrina will now be played by Kiernan Shipka, who is also Kimi on Kimmy Schmidt, if you watch that show at all.
As well as on Mad Men.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
where I know her from.
So I'm expecting good things from her. That's going to be exciting. However, now that Netflix has it and not CW, Riverdale is in the same universe and is still on CW. So will there still be a crossover? How will that work?
I hope so. I mean, Sabrina is obviously a part of the Archie Comics world, so to have her not somehow associate with Riverdale would be a pretty odd choice. And
I was under the impression that it's going to be kind of the same energy, kind of the same style.
Dark, moody, broody. Oh gosh, Riverdale. I love it.
I
love it. I shouldn't love it, but I do.
Oh, you should love it.
It's amazing.
But yeah, so now Sabrina has been cast officially. Officially, because we have announced a casting before, but that is reneged.
Dove Cameron was initially a part of the project, or supposedly a part of the project, but then when it moved to Netflix, bye Dove Cameron, I guess.
Bummer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She was a fan favorite for that role. But I really think Kiernan can bring a lot to the role as well.
For sure, yeah. That's going to be super interesting. So that'll be on Netflix. Also this week, Sci-Fi picked up a full 10-episode season of George R.R. Martin's sci-fi novella called Night Flyers. So this is going to be set on kind of like a haunted spaceship of a crew exploring for alien life in space. You know, spaceship, obviously. And it's going to be on Netflix internationally. Yes. So, but in the US, it's going to be airing on Sci-Fi. So this sounds really cool. It sounds kind of scary, a little bit spoopy. And yeah, there's gonna be a whole season of that, 10 episodes. It will be shooting in Ireland, but it has all of its cast and everything's moving forward, so we can look forward to a full season of that. Yeah,
and George R.R. Martin is going to be one of the executive producers.
Right.
So we'll see if it means it's gonna stay close to the book, novella, or if it's gonna depart pretty fast.
It sounded like, from what I read, he's gonna be stepping back and letting the production take over it, but look forward to a lot of death.
What? What?
That
happens with George R.R. Martin?
Yeah.
Never.
A lot.
This week we got a ton of trailers. We're going to focus on just a couple. The first one that was a little baffling to me is we got a trailer for Slender Man, which is about, you guessed it, Slender Man, which just seems like an odd choice. It's a little distasteful after the events of the stabbing that happened in 2014. And in fact, the parents of those children have already come out and said, like, we are not on board with this. This is a little in poor taste for us. It also just seems like the Slender Man popularity boat has kind of passed.
Sailed.
It's gone. So I'm really not sure what is gonna happen with this movie. And the tone of it even seems very odd. I'm not sure if it's going to be a straight up horror film, like a traditional kind of B-movie horror film with some weird things happening, or if it's going to focus more on the psychological element of what's happening with some of these youths, because it is focusing on a group of teenagers who are doing some creepy, weird things, and it's not clear from the trailer whether it's a Slender Man is real and coming to get them, or if it is all in their head, because for something titled Slender Man, we only saw Slender Man for maybe 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 seconds.
It seems kind of almost Freddy Krueger-y too, because it seems like only a couple people were seeing it, or being affected by it at least, where we saw them writing on a mirror or scalping their eye.
Oh, yeah, that was a little...
Yeah, that was a lot.
A lot to handle. A lot to handle.
So, if that's in the trailer, I'm sure we can expect a lot more gore in this movie.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure. And that's not going to come out, though, until May of 2018. So we got a little bit to see some more of it, to see if it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Or awful.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
It's gonna be scary though, so
will it?
For that. On another trailer this week that we got is Game Over Man. Takes a bit of a different term, and it's going to be an action comedy by the Workaholics crew. And It looks hilarious. It opens with Shaggy being held hostage and having to sing "Was Me." Looks very, very funny. They have a gunfight, but not in the way that you think. They just shoot towards each other and not actually into each other.
Right.
Just looks like classic Workaholics humor. Dumb, funny, just high stakes. Looks hilarious. And that's actually coming out on Netflix in March 23rd. We can look forward to that. So I'm actually really looking forward to the Workaholics guys being back now. So it's going to be very exciting.
Some very, very exciting news that we got this week is, guys, it's time for Animaniacs. Yes. Okay, it's coming back. It's happening. We're getting 2 new seasons of it. Straight to streaming on Hulu. However, y'all are going to have to wait. Okay, it's not going to come out until 2020. My gut reaction to this is that I'm excited. I loved Animaniacs when I was a kid, and I'm very excited. But then I'm also a little weary of it. You know, it could just be a cash grab.
We've seen things come back and not do well.
Right.
We've seen things come back and do well.
Right. So
it's up in the air right now.
But I think if it is just a cash grab, then you're totally missing the whole tone and point of Animaniacs. So I'm still excited about it. I think it's going to be good. I'm just excited to see more adventures of Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. I'm going to see them come back. But if you're as excited about I am and getting pumped about it,
what do we do
right
in the meantime?
Right now, you can go to Hulu because they got the whole library rights for Animaniacs. So if you go to Hulu right now, you can watch all of it. You can also watch all of Pinky and the Brain and Tiny Toons. So
that'll keep you busy till 2020.
Till 2020, yes. Again, it's not going to happen until 2020. At least that's when it's projected to come out. Because with an animated series like this, you gotta have time to do the animation.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty of news about casting and who's going to be involved with the writing process and animating process.
And how it's going to be animated. Is it going to be like 2D animation, or is it going to be like computery animation?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who knows?
Here's a weird thought about it, though. We reported a couple weeks ago that Disney now owns a controlling share of Hulu. So does that mean that Disney is partially controlling the Animaniacs?
It will be by 2020, right?
That's just wrong.
That's strange.
That's just strange and wrong.
Yeah.
So that's an odd thought to put in there as well. That might be a part of the mix of this news. But I'm still excited because I love the Animaniacs. And I'm probably going to go home and watch more of it. I don't know. Probably will.
Yeah.
I love it.
For
it's
sure.
exciting. And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. There's a lot of nostalgia I feel associated with Animaniacs. So I'm sure there's going to be some of you watching it with me. Let's do this when we get back
I'll
home
watch
today,
it with
guys.
you.
Let's just watch some Animaniacs. Also this week, we got a fun little announcement from Dark Horse as well as Mantic Games that there's going to be a Hellboy board game.
What?
Which I think sounds awesome, especially since it's going to be a co-op game. Okay, so that means that it's not going to be player versus player. It's going to be all the players working together to defeat some of the big bads that are a part of the Hellboy universe. And it's only going to be for up to 4 players. But I think that's because they want to keep the main core group of the Hellboy comics as the characters that you can play. And it seems like it's going to have a lot of interesting components to it. They've already teased that there's going to be some great minifigs associated with it, some high quality minifigs. So of course you can actually physically play with the Hellboy characters there. The only thing is that this is going to be a Kickstarter.
Right.
It hasn't officially been funded or anything yet. So look for it on Kickstarter in April of 2018. So we have that to look forward to, and I know I'm probably going to kickstart that.
But they have the rights already?
They have the rights.
So it's got to be good,
They're obviously
right?
talking to distributors if they already know that they're going to have these high-quality minifigs associated with it. So it's going to be something to look forward to coming out in April 2018 on Kickstarter, though. Look out for the Mantic Games Kickstarter page there.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, that's going to be it from us. We had tons more trailers this week that we couldn't even get to.
Right.
Just let us know in the comments down below what we missed or what we should look forward to next week when we see you. Otherwise, you can get us on social media. Heather, where's that for you?
You can find me on Twitter at Heather Roos, Instagram at HRoos, or Twitch, twitch.tv/Heather Roos.
And as always, you can find me on Facebook as Aiyanna Wade or everywhere else as Awesome Aiyanna. Let us know in the comments down below what we should look forward to. Otherwise, we will catch you next week. Beam us up.